All right, guys. So we have an update that happened over the weekend on the Paramount Warner Bros. Discovery merger. That's the Paramount Warner Bros. Discovery merger. Paramount, Skydance, Warner Bros. Discovery merger for people who like big companies.
Apparently.
The judge is extending a temporary restraining order. We're going to talk about this. We've said before, we think all of this is about CNN and just delaying the inevitable. Mm-hmm. That it's not really about stopping it, because I don't think there is any stopping it, but you can use lawfare to basically tie it up in court. So, you know, as the elections unfold, CNN is not in control of the Ellisons, who are friends with Trump.
Yeah, and that's what they're worried about.
That's what they're worried about. And what's going to happen with this, I can almost guarantee you what will happen with this is after, and we talked about before we started recording, after the elections, it'll just sail on through. It'll be like, yep, barely an inconvenience. You can have it now, because it's going to be another 2 years until we have to go through this again. So let's talk about the latest. Let's talk about the Ellison's response. And just a reminder, too, that this thing has already sailed through the Fed. It's already sailed through the EU. And now it just comes down to this lawsuit by the states. And that is, of course, the purpose. That's the intention of it. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
Go out to more.clownfishtv.com. That's more.clownfishtv.com for more Clownfish TV podcasts and episodes you will not find anywhere else. And also go out to iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to audio, and you can pick up the audio version of Clownfish TV as well. So thanks for that. I want to show you this. Geeky, I didn't show you this before. This is funny since we're talking about Hollywood collapsing, and a lot of people are saying they're afraid of the Paramount Warner Brothers merger collapsing Hollywood. There was this YouTuber. He went up to Seth Rogen as he's filming, and he said to Seth Rogen, "Hey, LA is falling apart." And he walked around the city speaking to members of the public, and then he spotted Rogen and Jonah Hill filming in LA, and he ran over to introduce himself. And Rogan's like, "No, we're working." And he basically was like, for any advice for anybody trying to make it in LA, trying to survive in LA now, he said, this is Jonah Hill. He said, "Enjoy your life, be a kind person." And then he turned to Seth Rogen, and Rogen said, "I would say don't fuck with people as they're trying to make their show. That's probably not a good idea."
Well, I don't understand why Seth Rogen gets as much work as he does, because he's kind of like an asshole. I mean, I don't blame him for being mad.
I am too. So I don't
blame him for being mad, because the guy shouldn't have run up to them when they were filming and clearly doing so. And I don't think I'd be not too happy about it too. But I'm like, he's kind of such a dipshit though. I just can't stand him. So he's just Seth Rogen. I'm just like, oh God, I roll my eyes.
Yeah, well, maybe he didn't have his joint this morning, his breakfast.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised he got out of bed and he was,
his breakfast bong.
Yeah,
it's like
start each day with a breakfast bong.
Bong from Kellogg's, just big old bong. He just lights up. Him and Kevin Smith light up.
I mean, the guy was kind of a dick if he knew they were filming to run up to them and do that, but for clout. But I'm also like, just give him a comment and send him on his way.
Yeah, so apparently Rogan laughed it off. I actually would agree with that. If somebody came up to me when I was working, I'd be like, you just cost us, like, you know how much that cost us? We got to reshoot this whole scene now because some influencer came up.
Ironic. The YouTuber gets more views than whatever they're filming does.
Probably gets more views. But yeah, so Hollywood's not in a great state right now at all.
They're not in a great state in a couple ways. I mean,
they're not
physically and, metaphorically.
God, I know people get mad at me, but like as somebody who spent a good portion of his life in California, I'm actually sad about the state of California right now. It was beautiful. It was a nice place to grow up. It was, at least where we were at, it was suburbs. It was relatively safe. It was relatively clean. The weather was beautiful. The people were pleasant. And what the fuck happened?
I was in California before and I didn't really care for it, but I was in LA and I just didn't really care for it.
No, I was in the Bay Area and we were in the suburbs and it was nice. But now even that, like since we're talking a lot about California and just how far downhill it's gone, I was looking at some of the street shots from where I grew up and I'm like, holy shit, this place is a cesspool now. It's like, what happened? Like, I don't even recognize it. What happened? Anyway, deadline. Judge extends temporary restraining order, pausing Paramount Warner Bros. Discovery merger. Okay, so this happened a couple days ago. People are like, why aren't you guys going to talk about it? It said it's going to delay it until at least August 17th. And they're actually kind of planning for a next year thing. But that's what this is about. It's about tying it up as long as they can.
As soon as I'd say as soon as these elections are over, they wouldn't care. But then they're going to immediately start worrying about the next election, and they'll still try. But they could probably get away with stalling it out at least that long for this year, and then. But I don't think they're going to get any more stalling after that.
Yeah, so a federal judge extended a temporary restraining order, pausing it. U.S. judge, again, I cannot pronounce her name, wrote on Thursday the TRO was extended to give the parties in the case more time to set an extended schedule for legal proceedings. She wrote that she finds good cause to extend it on multiple grounds, including the need to resolve two preliminary injunction motions, the parties' disputes regarding the schedule and the proposed format of the preliminary injunction hearing, and defendants' stated willingness to abide by the terms of the TRO for some weeks into the future. Now, is this an update? This is an update. They just wrote this one too. This is Paramount, or no, this is a couple days ago. Paramount Warner Bros. Merger opponents cheer legal delay. Stocks slide as industry absorbs latest plot twist. Yeah, so they're cheering a delay, and that's all it is a delay. But here are the
actions. It's going to go through. They're just trying to stall it as long as possible.
So California Attorney General Rob Bonta, he's the guy who started the lawsuits, hailed the agreement under which Paramount pledged not to close the deal before June 1st, 2027, or a legal determination of the suit's merits, whichever comes first. Okay, so this is interesting language, though. Or a legal determination of the suit's merits, whichever comes first. So if they can actually shoot down the lawsuit and say your lawsuit has no merit, they can close it before next year. But it'll have to go to, as I understand it, and I'm not a lawyer, but as I understand it, if they can basically convince the judge that they have no case, they can go ahead and merge. And if not, they're going to have to delay it until next year because they're going to have to go through the process. The pact is great news for audiences, movie theaters, and the many people who write, build, and create the art, news, and entertainment so many of us enjoy. Yeah, Warner Brothers isn't doing so good. I'm just saying, it's not good news for Warner Brothers. I think it's funny, though. Everybody's flipping out about Pearl, the voice actress of Pearl and Steven Universe, being a right-winger. And I'm like, do you do realize if the Ellisons get a hold of Warner Brothers, like they own Cartoon Network too, and then suddenly Pearl gets her own spin-off series?
No, I doubt that's going to happen. No one cares anymore about Steven Universe. But yeah, they do realize that. That's why they keep screaming harder.
We're eager to get, this is the lawyer for California. We're eager to continue to make our case in court and celebrate another tremendous win in our effort to ensure this unlawful merger never sees the light of day. It sailed through the EU. It sailed through the Fed. And I think this is all about just delaying the inevitable. So this is David Ellison. So he addressed them this morning. He addressed Paramount and Warner Brothers this morning because the stock started to crumble. He said the facts and the law are on our side. So, and this judge, didn't you say this judge, it was his pick? It was their pick.
Yeah, they got the other one dismissed, and this was the person that they wanted instead.
Yeah. So on Friday, Paramount disclosed an agreement to put the Warner Brothers deal on hold for several months as it seeks to defend itself in an antitrust lawsuit filed by 12 state attorney generals seeking to block it. Again, this is, why would these other states even get involved? They're all blue states. Why would they even get involved in this when it doesn't affect them?
Well, if this is on an injunction to stop it, the next thing temporarily, and you're doing it because of jobs and because of prices of less competition, I'm assuming that this is going to keep a lot of jobs in place, and there aren't going to be a lot of people losing their jobs, and they probably will. And if anybody has any kind of price hike, like Disney price hikes anything in this time because they have an unfair monopoly on some things, you're gonna all put an injunction against them too, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, sure. But yeah, this is just about tying it up, and it's all states getting like, we can't lose CNN right before the elections, guys. Ellison wrote in a memo, we remain highly confident this transaction does not pose any legal issues. We will complete it and bring these two companies together. The memo, copy of which was obtained via Variety, was sent around 10 o'clock this morning. About the decision to agree to freeze the merger pending the trial, Ellison said, we believe this is the right path because the facts and the law are on our side, and a full hearing will demonstrate why the plaintiff's argument should not prevail.
It's a stupid argument.
Yeah. Ellison told employees this week Paramount and the state AGs will discuss potential trial dates and provide an update to the court by July 31st. The state plans to seek a trial date for some time in 2027, while the Paramount Skydance team is expected to push for a fall date. So they're trying to push it sooner. If they can prove that they don't have a case, they'll push it through. And I think that's what he's waiting for is like, I think we can prove that there shouldn't even be a trial because it's bullshit. He said, I know this additional uncertainty has been challenging, and I want to thank you for your continued patience, commitment, and collective contributions, he wrote in a memo. For now, it remains business as usual. Paramount and Warner Bros. Are separate companies operating independently, and our focus remains on serving our audiences, supporting one another, and executing our strategy. He closed out the memo with a rallying message, despite the setback, writing, let's go. I think it's absolutely positively going to happen. I think the EU was going to be more critical than California, and this is just about delaying the inevitable.
That's what it is. It's about, delaying it at least till like the elections are over, and then amazingly it'll probably suddenly, maybe we'll change our mind. Maybe we'll drop the injunction now. We'll let them buy it because they can't stall them out for 2 years. And it's going to destroy, if someone doesn't buy it, it's going to be worse. I don't understand how any more clear to make this.
So it's like, it's going to happen. It has to happen. Warner Brothers cannot survive on its own. They want to push it back as far as possible. What they'll probably ask for, honestly, well, you have to promise to stay in California and not take the jobs out of state, even though we've insulted you and sued you and...
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to probably run for the hills, and I can't blame them.
I would do the same thing. Anyway, we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
Please subscribe. We'll talk later.
Bye.